I'm Starla.
I'm Mick.
And we are
Our Family-Based Games. Yeah.
And welcome back.
Yes.
Another week.
Another week?
Yes.
Yes, but we had a good last week.
We had a good last week.
Yes, we did.
Last week we had our game night that we've been talking about for weeks on end.
We have been talking a lot about.
Yes, and we finally had it.
Yes.
And we had so much fun.
Yes.
We had a great turnout.
Yes, we did.
Lots of people came out. We played games. We laughed. We ate food. It was a blast.
Thanks to everybody came out, and thank you to Jade and the House of Afro Capes and Curls for joining along with us, because it was so much fun.
So much fun.
And so many games played.
So many games.
Yes.
And that's what we're going to talk about this week.
Yes.
So the heart of the episode is the games we played at our game night.
Yes.
So before we get into all that good stuff.
Oh, I'm ready.
We want to hear a word from our awesome sponsors.
Yes.
Upper Deck.
Here we go.
KTBG.
Yes.
And Board&Dice.
Here we go, family.
Upper Deck produces a collection of premium games for fans of all genres. Their games are just what you're looking for, whether it's a game packed with superheroes fighting villains, secret spies saving the world, or a game filled with magic and potions. Relive some of your beloved moments in film with games from their legendary series and Versus System 2-player card games. Join fantastical adventures in Upper Deck's original games like Dungeon Draft and Keepers of the Quest Star. Upgrade any trading card game or collectible card game with Marvel character card sleeves and playmats from their gaming accessory line. Take your game space to the next level with colorful, fan-worthy gallery prints. Dive into Upper Deck games and enjoy hours of adventure. For more information, visit upperdeckstore.com. Have a blast with your family and friends with games from Kids Table Board Gaming. They have a variety of games to choose from, such as Power Plants, Creature Comforts, Wreck Raiders, and Fossilis. These games bring the fun to the table. KTBG is making casual games for the serious gamers and serious games for the casual gamers. To view all the games in their catalog, visit kidstablebg.com. Board&Dice designs, develops, and publishes family and strategy board games. Their goal is to make interesting and diverse games that everyone can enjoy. Known for their tea games such as Tabanusi, Tawatinsuyu, Tekenu, and Teotihuacan City of Gods, and their most recent crave-worthy releases are Terracotta Army, Tautum, Origins First Builders, Mandala Stones, and Zapotec, just to name a few. If you're looking for challenging games that will give you and your family hours of enjoyment, look no further than Board&Dice. To check out their entire catalog of games and products, visit boardanddice.com. Upper Deck.
Yes, now they have some games that we're going to talk about. You know, Upper Deck doing some things. Now, first is Dungeon Draft.
Yes.
Which is just a drafting game that you can do some stuff, and I really want to check this out.
Yes.
You know, really want to check. So check out, family, Dungeon Draft. Now, the next one we have talked about in in our little commercials there is Keepers of the Quest Star. Now, I'm going to tell you, on the back, it looks like a really cool game.
It really
so
does.
we definitely got to check this out. So there we go, Keepers of the Quest Star. All right.
Yes, and of course, KTBG.
Come on now. We know. Maple Valley.
Maple Valley.
Now, family, is coming to Kickstarter November 15th. So be ready.
Yeah.
Because we ready. Yes. So we're excited about this. Very excited about that.
And of course, there's Board&Dice.
Board&Dice.
With their wonderful tea games.
Yes.
Tillatum.
Yes.
And Terracotta Army.
Yes.
And then the big box of Teotihuacan.
It's coming soon, people. It's coming soon, family. Yes.
So be sure to check out some of their games. Visit their website.
Yes.
Check out their complete catalog.
Yes. Love them all. Love them all. Yeah.
So next up is
Ask OFPG.
All right, Mick, what do we have this week?
I got some questions.
Okay.
Yeah, and here we go. All right. D Jackson. We
All
know
right.
D.
Hey.
Yeah. All right. From YouTube, she asked a couple of questions.
Okay.
The first one, I think it's me.
Okay.
Yes, it's me. It says, would you recommend Gloomhaven by Seth LaFair or Jaws of the Lion from Seth LaFair to someone new to the hobby and loving it? Well, if you've kind of been through dungeon crawlers and you know how to do like deck builders and I guess hand management, card hand management, you can do Gloomhaven. But I do suggest if you kind of like, I don't know if I want to jump into Gloomhaven, you can always do Jaws of the Lion, which is a kind of a brother of Gloomhaven. It kind of helps you get into it. Kind of some good training before you get to Gloomhaven. So I definitely say Jaws of the Lion.
Okay.
Definitely. Now, good question on that one. Now, the next one that D Jackson has is, when you are learning a new game, do you typically follow the first game setup rules, or do you start your first play with the higher or the highest level of difficulty? No.
First game setup rules.
Yes.
Because for me, the first game is always a learning game.
Yeah, it's always a learning game.
So I just want to figure out how the game is played. I want to know how the designer intended for it to be played. And then once I can figure that out, then we can add different levels of difficulty.
Yes, because always the learning game, I usually win. And then after that, I usually start getting beat by her. Yes, that's how it always goes. That's how it goes.
Yes.
As I go. But first, we always try to test out and try to learn the rules and things like that. Then we kind of move, up from there.
That's exactly what we do.
Good question, D. Jackson.
Awesome.
Yes, love it. All right, now Stephen O'Rourke.
Hi, Stephen.
From YouTube. Hey, Stephen. Now, he asked, what are some of your favorite operas and composers, Mick? Oh, well, yes.
Okay, Mick.
One is Rigoletto, because this is where I took my love over here for our first date, and I love Rigoletto. Now, my second is kind of a sad one, but it's pretty good because it has some cool music, and that's Madame Butterfly.
Yes.
Kind of a tragedy, but I still like it, though. I still like it. And then the last one is Porgy and Bess.
Yes.
Now that's kind of a tragedy too and kind of sad, but it's still good opera. Good opera. So those are three. Now composers, I have a lot of composers, but the one that I always like to listen to here and there is Mozart. I like that. I like him. He's pretty cool. And then I got a whole bunch of others, but we'll be taking forever, and I'll have to do my own little show on that. But but that's it. So thank you, Stephen, for that. Thank you. So that's all I got, Starla.
All right. So next up, we have some board game news.
Here we go.
All right, Mick, what's in the news this week? Okay.
Yes. Because it's not Halloween no more, so it's a little bit upbeat.
Okay.
It's a little bit upbeat.
Right.
Okay, yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is a really interesting story, starting off, family.
Okay.
Now, Catan, we love them.
Yes.
We love them. Now, Klaus Teuber, the designer, the great designer, he's now a writer of novels.
Oh.
Yes. He's a novel writer.
Okay.
And he's coming out with a trilogy of novels about Catan.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
The first one is Catan de Roman, and it's going to be about when these half-brothers are helping the daughters of a Viking prince to escape. And then this bad guy's trying to come along to do some revenge. But the brothers, they're trying to reach Catan, the land of the sun. And they're trying to get there, and they're going to face challenges and adventures on Catan. Catan.
Okay.
And this is the first of, two more, of a trilogy. So I am really interested in that.
That sounds interesting.
He up there writing some stuff, y'all. So that is interesting.
So if you can't put a board on the table, you can put a book in your hand.
That's right. You can read about Catan, wherever.
I said a board, a game on the table. You can read about it.
But that's really interesting in installer. So I can't wait to read. I want to read those. Now the next one, because I try to bring you some interesting stuff.
Yes.
Now Hasbro has announced a new series of escape and solve mystery games.
Okay.
Now we did try an escape game. We didn't like that much.
Not an escape fan.
But I do have escape games of Star Wars. Unlock did a Star Wars series. I'm gonna try that out. We do have that. I'm going to try that because it's Star Wars. You know my love for it, family. You know it. But the first game in this series for Hasbro is called Clue: Treachery at the Tudor Mansion.
Okay.
And it's about like Clue, because you're visiting and Mr. Body is found dead and you got to find the murderer. But you're going to be doing it the escape room way. So it's interesting. It's interesting. So it's going to be for 1 to 6 players, ages 10 and up, and it's available in stores now.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the first one of many other, games they're going to do in that series of escape rooms and mystery puzzles and all that stuff. So it's going to be interesting.
People who like escape games, that may be something they want to try.
The folks that like, the Unlock series and stuff like that, they'll probably like this.
Probably so.
They're probably so. Because it's something that we're all familiar with.
Yes.
It's, Clue. So they'll probably do Monopoly or something else now.
Probably so.
They got a, Mr. with the little money man got to find his way out somewhere, so they're gonna probably doing that. So that's cool. So Starla, what you got? That's all I got.
Okay, so for me,
yes,
want to make sure you all check out the latest episode of OFPG Voices.
Yes.
Episode 20.
Yes.
That's out right now.
Yes.
And then our next episode is coming out on November 9th. And of course, we just want to say thanks again to all of our awesome contributors and our awesome sponsors who help us keep this show going.
Got to keep it going. Got to keep those voices coming.
And then coming up, this upcoming Tuesday, we will be at BGG Con in Dallas, Texas.
We're coming, Dallas.
Yes, so November 8th to the 13th. If you're in the vicinity, come by, say hi, play a game with us, and be sure to check out our show on November 12th. We're going to be talking about our top 10 games of 2022.
Woo!
And we will be giving away some games, and we've got special guests on our panel.
Yes.
We will have Lincoln and Nikki from BGG Game Night.
Yeah, they've been playing a lot of games.
Yes, we're going to have Dan and Christina of Going Analog, and Candace Harris from BGG.
Now, Starla, they've been playing some games, so they're going to have some lists. They're going to have some lists.
We cannot wait. We're going to have a lot of fun. So you be sure to make sure we see your face in the place on November 12th.
I cannot wait. So, if y'all nearby, come on, family. Let's go.
All right, so after this, we're going into the heart of the episode.
Oh, we're going to be talking about some games, family. Here we go.
All right, we are in the heart of the episode.
Yes.
Games we played at our game night.
Yes, and we want to thank also the Board Game Wagon.
Yes,
and Matt
for coming out.
He provided some of the games that we played. He had a nice library back there, so that was really cool. So that's where some of the games came from. Yes.
And so we put them in a list.
Yes.
I tried to put them in alphabetical order, so I'm hoping I didn't mess anything up.
Yes.
But we're going to talk about them, again, not in order of importance, but just in alphabetical order. And we're going to start off with Downforce. Downforce was a big hit once again.
Yes.
And I think we had 7 people.
We had 6. 6 people. It was 6. It's 2 to 6 players.
Yes.
And we had 6. Now that's from Restoration Games.
Yes.
And you're just racing and betting. That's what you're doing with cards.
And we had so much fun trying to figure out who was going to win. And at one point,
who's betting?
One point you think you're ahead, and then somebody else comes out. It was fun. We actually had Downforce at our previous game night in August.
Yes.
It was a big hit.
It's always a hit. It's a great gateway game. It's hand management, player movement, you're just moving things, variable player powers, because you got different powers that you get when you get you bet and win your car. It's really so much fun. It's so much fun.
So for a game night, Downforce is a hit.
It's a hit. Yes, it is.
And then after that, we had some people and we were involved.
Yes.
We played Long Shot the dice game.
Yes, now that's a 2022 game. Yes, because we're trying to play all the 2022 games we can.
Yes, trying to get the stuff
but that one is a roll and write. Yes, family, Starla played a roll and write. Yes, she did. And it's a fun one.
It's a
I do
fun
like
game.
it. I do like it.
I mean, we had done long shots before,
Yes.
so I was kind of used to it,
And it's basically just, you just moving the cards and, I guess the horses around, and you're rolling dice,
roll the
moving
dice,
them,
and
and then
move
you
your
mark
horse.
off whoever, that horse is in the lead, and the one that you pick, or not pick, the one that you roll and you get, you have to, put down your little markers down on your sheet, according to that, and you have different places that you can try to, put things down. So it's an interesting game.
And then once you get 3 horses across the finish line, that triggers the end.
Yes.
And then you figure out who had the most money, who made the best bets.
Yeah, to make best bets and get the best things to get all their money. So yes, it's all about money.
Yes,
it's all about
it is.
money to it. Yeah, but it's a fun game. It's a fun roll and write. I think
it was fun.
it was fun.
Yeah.
You're not really in the roll and writes, are you?
I am not.
Oh, that's cool.
I am
That's
not.
cool.
All right, so next we're going to talk about Museum Suspects.
Now that's what Grant played.
Yeah, Grant played that
Yes.
one. And I didn't get a chance to sit at the table with him, but he said he had a really good time
Yes, he
with
did.
it. And it's some betting and some bluffing. And it's about this museum game where a piece is stolen. And then the director calls in a number of highly skilled investigators to try to figure out who the thief is.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Interesting.
I might have to try that out. Yeah, I might try that out.
And then next up we had
Phantom Inc. Now, we did play this when it was another name, Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
But now it's Phantom Inc. And it's a party game where you try to figure out, it's 2 teams. You split up into 2 teams, the night team and the day team, and you try to figure out through some cards, one word.
Yes.
And through some questions and things like that, you're trying to figure out what that word is.
well, you're a medium.
Yes, you're a medium.
You're a medium, and
Yeah.
you got to try to get your team to answer these questions.
Yeah.
And you have a sun team and a moon team.
Oh, it's the sun and moon
Sun
team.
and moon team.
Oh, I thought it was night and dark. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Yes.
Okay.
So that was, I didn't get a chance to play that one this time.
It was, it's a very cool, party game. And we played it with just 4. I think you need more.
More people.
More people to play it. Yeah, you need more people. And sometimes you say, Silencio! And I like that. So yeah, but you need more people to play it. Yeah.
And then we had Point Salad.
What can you say about
Always a
Point
hit.
Salad? Always a hit. And Point Salad is a card game that you're basically trying to get points.
Yes.
A ton of points.
Yes, and
Yes.
one of the people that were at our game night, Simon, he actually won the game when we did
Yes.
our giveaway.
Yes.
And he was so happy about it. He opened it up and we played it
Yes.
with Simon and Jesse.
So that was you. You
Yes,
played that
I
one.
played with
yeah.
Simon and Jesse. Hi,
Yes.
Simon and Jesse.
Yes. But
We had fun.
but in that one is drafting and set collection.
Set collection.
Yes.
So you've got these vegetables,
Mm-hmm.
and so one side is a vegetable, the other side is an objective, and so you have an opportunity to either put it on the objective side or the vegetable side.
Yes.
And so what you're doing is you're going to put your little vegetables together and try to have the most points. And what I found out is that you've got to have a lot of objectives to make those vegetables count.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
And see, that's what I always mess up on because I don't get enough
I didn't get enough
I'm trying to
objectives.
get, all the vegetables to handle all the objectives that I got.
But you need to get more.
But you got to get more objectives so you can get more points.
Because see, I thought I had 4 objectives. I thought
Yeah.
that's enough. And
Yeah.
then Jesse and Simon were still kind of new to Point Salad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, I'm going to do 4. They had a ton of objectives.
Yes.
Like 6 or 7. I'm like, they're doing too much.
They do.
They're doing too much.
But they weren't doing too much.
No, they were not. They
Yeah.
beat me.
Yeah, they weren't doing too much.
But
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Point Salad is another one that's
It's always a hit.
fun. Always
That's when
fun.
Flat Out Games and AG is always a hit. It's always a hit.
And then next was Poison.
Now that was all you because I didn't get a chance to play that one.
Yeah, Marcus Ross taught us Poison. And this game, you've got this cauldron. And everybody's putting in different poisons. You don't want it to overflow.
Okay.
And then you don't want to get caught with a bunch of poisons in your hand either
Okay.
at the end of the game. And the way it is, it's like the more you take, the worse it is or something. So you're taking cards out of the cauldron when it gets to, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's over 7 points. I want to say 7. No, or was it 13?
I don't know.
I forget. I don't know why I'm asking you.
Oh,
You
no.
didn't play.
I didn't play.
But
I didn't play.
once it gets to a certain number, you've got to take those out of the cauldron,
Okay.
and then you're stuck with that at the end.
It looked cool. It looked cool.
It was a lot of fun. We played with Norajane and Michael from Newcon, so a lot of fun though.
And it's made by Reiner Knizia,
yes,
the evil bow tie man.
Yeah, and the only mechanic in this game is hand management.
Really?
You got to know how to manage your hand.
See, that's all evil.
That's it.
That's evil.
That's it.
That's evil. He put you all into that. You see that? That's it. That's it.
And then the next one we played was Marvel
Remix, which is really cool.
It is cool.
I think you have a certain number of cards in your hand, and you got to keep that certain number, but you got to give up a card and take a card, so you can all these combos and heroes and villains, and it's all the combos on the cards that you're trying to get as much points as you can at the end of the game.
Right.
Yeah.
But you always got to have a villain in your hand.
You always got to have a villain.
Got to have a villain.
Well, some cards you have to have a villain. Some cards make you have a villain.
But I think
you got to have a villain.
You
got to have a villain
in your hand,
and then you have all the heroes.
Yes.
But
location.
And location.
So you have heroes, you have locations, equipment.
Yes.
And like you said, it's different things on the cards.
Yes.
And you want to try to combo. So if you have a villain and the villain has to be at a certain location, then you want to try to get that location card in your hand.
Now it's just like the game is kind of like a remix of, and it's called a remix, of Fantasy Realms. That's pretty, a lot of people like. So but this is a cool one because it has Marvel heroes and villains in it, so I like that. It was a lot of fun to play.
And then another game that was played, which we didn't get a chance to play.
We didn't play it, but others did.
Yeah, it was a big table of like 8 people.
Oh, yeah, it was a
playing
ton of
Soul Clover.
Yes.
And they were having so much fun.
Yes.
And they were laughing and having a good time. And it's another one of those party games.
Yes.
It's a word game. And we talked about it before, but you're going to have this board that has it's a clover-shaped board.
Yeah.
And you're going to have these little tiles, and you're going to put them on your board in a random pattern. And then every side has 2 different words.
Yes.
And you've got to figure out a singular word that can help the team figure out what the 2 words are.
Yes. And I mean, we played it in Pennsylvania at Saves Against Fear, and it was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It was fun. So
So close.
It was a big group. It was a big group.
Hit.
Yes, big hit.
Yes. And then next, we had a couple of Ticket to Ride games that were played.
Yes, we were.
So we had a couple of our OFPG family members. They were playing Rails and Sails.
Which I think is a Ticket to Ride 2.0.
Yes.
Because it's a little bit more involved than the other Ticket to Ride.
Yeah, because you got trains and you have chips.
Yes.
And so it's really, it's Ticket to Ride, but just that extra level because you have 2 different types of vehicles you have to manage.
Yes, you do.
So it's a lot of fun. They had a great time with it. And then we had some young people there.
Yes.
And they played the basic TTR, Ticket to Ride North American map.
Yes.
And Grant went over and helped them, get set up so they could play the game. And they seemed to have had a good time with that one. And I think the basic TTR is a good game for young people.
It's a great gateway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the classic gateway game of set collection, hand management. I love that. I agree. That. And network building. Yes, you just building. Route building. You're just building routes. I love that.
I think the girls had a really good time playing, and Grant taught them how to play, so that was great.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
And then we also had Twin Palms.
Oh, we love that game.
We do.
Yes, it's a new one. It's a new one where it's basically a trick-taking game with 2 cards, and you have like this little, kind of like a reference card to tell you where, the different cards end up, that you put out. Which trick beats the other trick,
So what it is, you're going to end up getting 5 tricks out of this game. You're going to have a hand of 10 cards. Yeah. We played with Tony, our sign guy.
Yes. Our sign guy, Tony.
Tony. And so you have different sets. So if you have 2 of the same color and the same number, that's a part of the hierarchy.
Yes.
Or you can have 2 different numbers of the same color or 2 different colors. So it'll give you a little reference guide to tell you how it all lines up.
Where it all lines up. What cards beat another set of cards.
Yeah, and it's Twin Palms. You're playing 2 cards every time.
Yes, you are.
So
and you're betting too.
Yes, you bid and bet.
Bid and bet. Yes.
So in the beginning, you're going to look at your hand. You're going to say, okay, I think I can make up to 5 books. You have a 0 to 5 books. You can bet 0. If your hand looks really, really bad, you can bet 0.
Bet 0.
And then bid. You can bid. And then after you bid, you bet. You bet whether you're going to make it, like you can do a half bet, or you can bet a full bet.
Or you can bet 0.
Or you can bet 0. So it's different ways to end up having the most money at the end so you can win the game.
And it's really cool. A very interesting way of doing trick taking. And I'm telling you, at first it wasn't that many trick taking games on the market. Now all of a sudden they lost their mind.
There's a lot
of them.
But Twin Palms is a good one.
It's a good one. You should check that out, family.
Taking, that's a good one.
Yes.
And then also there was a group playing Vast. the Crystal Caverns.
Yes. Now that one is a an interesting game because it's different asymmetrical powers that you're playing with different boards doing the same thing, because you have like someone's playing like the Crystal Caverns themselves, and some people playing monsters, and someone else is playing the role of the hero.
It's a role-playing game.
It's not a role-playing game. It's a board game.
It's a role-playing game.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, it's got dice. It's got dice rolling and role-playing.
But it's still a board game that you're kind of playing.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting game. Now, it's kind of like the next one is Root. I have Root. It's from Leader Games, and I have Root, and it's kind of like that too. But Vast, the Crystal Caverns I played before, it's hard to teach sometimes. It's hard to teach, family, but it's an interesting game, And just like next thing is Root. I like Root. Really do like it a lot. So it's a fun game. I like it.
Then because this was on October 29th, right before Halloween, there was zombie dice being played.
Dice being thrown around everywhere. Yes.
I didn't get a chance to play it, but I did watch it. Very interesting. Some of the dice have brains on them and stuff. So really interesting game.
We don't have that in our collection.
We don't have zombie dice.
We don't have zombie dice.
But I thought it was cute, because it was easy to do.
Yes,
you just have to shake up the dice and put them on the table.
Yes.
It's a press your luck type game, dice rolling.
Yes.
And that's it.
It's a great gateway game. And it's just something, a nice filler game. Just like, like you've played a big game and just want something to play because you maybe got a couple of minutes left before you go home. Just throw that out.
Yes.
Yeah, just
so those are the games that were played.
Yes.
And actually we have 13 on the list, and zombie dice is number 13.
Ooh.
Halloween.
I tell you.
It's number 13. I didn't even think about that till now.
Now, I think we missed some of the games, but those are the ones that we remember and some that we played. So, yes.
So, that's it for the heart of the episode.
That's it.
Those are the games we played at our most recent game night.
Yes.
So, when you guys have a game night, these are some great suggestions for you to put on your table.
And some games that you can just buy and just have some fun with.
Exactly.
Have some fun with. Yeah.
All right. So, that's it for that. So, Mick, what did we get?
Here we go again.
All right, Mick, what did we get this week?
All right, so we got a bunch.
Okay.
Now, the first one is kind of hot right now.
Okay.
And it's coming out really, really soon. I think in the middle of the month.
Okay.
And it's called Monolith, where you're picking like stones and building your own monolith.
Okay, let me see.
Which seems pretty cool. Kind of like a dexterity kind of game, kind of, sort of. But it looks interesting.
Okay.
It looks interesting.
Yeah, pick a stone, build your monolith.
Yeah.
Make prophecies and complete levels to score the most points.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool to me. So we're gonna try this out, fam. We're gonna try it out.
All right, monolith.
Then also now this game is super hot.
Okay.
Just came out. Just got out to the Kickstarter backers. Endless Winter. Yes, family, we got Endless Winter. It is hot. Okay. Now this one is where you have tribes, and you're trying to just have your tribe survive. It's worker placement. You have some card management and things that, hand management and stuff like that. So this is interesting. And I think it's just like kind of Stone Age, but a little bit more complex.
Okay.
Yeah,
Endless Winter.
Now along with, hold up.
Okay.
Along with that, we got some expansions. We have the Rivers and Rafts expansion.
Okay.
And then also, because they came out with a whole bunch of stuff on Kickstarter. Then we have the Ancestors expansion.
Oh my goodness.
And then also, yes, we're not done, family, the Cave Paintings expansion. So we got all that. And thank you for Asmodee for those two, but it is really cool because I really want to try this. And I heard a lot of good things about this one. Yes.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. So, yeah, so we got to put that on a shelf for shame. And then also, it's coming out soon. Some of my Marvel Champions cards.
Okay.
We have Storm. The X-Men are coming through. And then also Wolverine. Look at that, family. We got Wolverine coming through, Marvel Champions. Now the next one, kind of weird, kind of different. But I know Maurice, you got Maurice Andrews, who love, Marvel Champions. He gonna help me with some of these. But it's Marvel Champions Mojo Mania. And this is a scenario pack because he's a villain. So we're gonna check him out and see what's up with him.
Okay, Mojo.
Thank you, Asmodee, for those.
Okay.
Now the next one is from Portal Games, and I'm excited about it. And it's Brazil Imperial.
Okay.
Imperial. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about this one.
Yeah.
You know, so I want to check this out and see what's going on. It is pretty.
It looks very
And I want to
pretty.
check it out to see, you know, what's going on with it.
Yeah.
So definitely want to see that one.
Oh, wow.
You know, and I you know, Portal Games coming, and it was made by a Brazilian company too.
Oh, man.
They got along with a Brazilian. It's Meepler. I mean Meeple.
Meepler.
Yeah, Meepler. Yes, so it's a Brazilian company that, along with Portal, you know, put that out. So I definitely want to try it out.
Oh my God.
Now this is what I got, family, from Game Brewer. Their Kickstarter just came through.
Yes, he bought this one.
Yes, I did. And that's the Palaces of Cabrera. So I got this. You know, this is the deluxe copy. So yes, I still get stuff too, family.
Yes,
I still
he
get
does.
stuff. She might not be too happy about it, but I do. But yes, I wanted to try this out, so got this one. So I'm excited to put that all together. And then we got something from
This is heavy.
our sponsor, KTBG sister company, and that's Burn Island Games, and that's The Fall of the Mountain King. And this is the sequel, or it might be the prequel. Yeah, I think it's the prequel of the game.
Hall of the Mountain
The Hall of the Mountain King. Yes. So thank you, Burn Island Games, for this. We're excited because we're gonna try this one out too.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely gonna try it out. Yes, yes. So here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Now this came from Gale Force 9, and soon this is Enola Holmes, because you know Enola Holmes is on Netflix, and this is the next one that's coming out. Enola Holmes, Finder of Lost Souls, the board game. So it's just gonna go along with that.
Okay.
So we're gonna check that out and see what's going on. Thank you, Gale Force 9, for this. We're gonna check it out. Yes, a lot. I know it's a lot.
It's a
Starla.
lot.
It's a lot. I know. So there we go. Yes.
So these are some great games. I can't wait for us to get them on the table.
Now, family, Endless Winter, I'm excited about.
Yes.
And Brazil, I'm excited about. Those are some exciting. And I'm
these are
also
some-
Fall of the Mountain King.
So you're excited about all of them? Just say all of them. Just say all of them.
I guess Monolith 2, you
Just say all
know,
of them.
and Palace of, you
And then the
know.
one you bought. So
Palace
yeah,
of
let's just say
Cabrera,
you're excited about everything.
Oh, God. Family, we got so much that we got to go through. I tell you. But we are, because I think it's going to be December and January. We're going to be really playing games.
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
I hope so.
too. So, Starla, where can we get some great merch like the ones I'm wearing right now?
Well, if you're looking for Our Family Plays Games,
Yes.
our OFPG voices,
Yes.
t-shirts, cups, mugs,
Yes.
check us out on Spring.
Yes, check us out. 'Cause we got a whole bunch of stuff there, and
Yes.
also some new shirts.
Yes, we got our newest shirt,
Yeah.
Make This World a Better Place, one board gamer at a time.
That's all her. That's all her family. So, Starla, you know people are probably searching for us because they want to find out about some games, some gala games, and just see what's going on. So where can they find us out here?
Well, if you're looking for Our Family Plays Games,
Yep.
you can find us on Facebook,
Yep.
Instagram,
Yep.
Twitter,
Yep.
and right here on YouTube.
Right here.
And if you're in Omaha, Nebraska,
That's local family.
you can find us on Cox Channel 22, Saturdays at 8:30 p.m.
Yes.
and Tuesdays at 4:30 p.m.
Family, thank you so much for coming out and checking us out. And please keep coming on with the Ask OFPG questions because we love answering questions that you got coming to us. And also all your questions, comments, and talk. You know we love talking back to you. We just love seeing what you got to say. But family, there's one thing we want you to always know, family. We love you. Bye now.
everybody.